I remember a few years back, each morning I woke up with extreme energy and enthusiasm, with a lot of things on my to-do list. But at the end of the day, I would just feel guilty for not having enough time and the energy to accomplish all those tasks. And then one day, I came across this amazing technique called mind mapping. And everything changed ever since then. I started using mind mapping for everything in my life, from writing my doctoral thesis to planning my day, from organizing events to scheduling or brainstorming or problem solving, just everything and anything. And the results were always amazing. And then slowly I realized it wasn't lack of time or lack of enthusiasm. Rather, it was my inability to organize my content in a proper structured manner, to organize my day in a proper structured manner, that led to all those guilt and sadness of not having enough time to accomplish the task. There was always enough time. What was missing was the tool which could help me to organize that. And there, mind mapping came as the savior. So ladies and gentlemen, I have these few questions for you. Do you often find yourself at loss of words during a presentation or an interview? Do you often find it difficult to recollect information from a video or a book that you have read or watched, or maybe a podcast that you have listened? Or do you often find it difficult to put down your ideas in a paper when you are brainstorming an idea? Or has it ever happened to you that several hours have passed and you could not start writing an article, or you could not start making a presentation because of lack of proper organization of thoughts? If the answer to any of this question is yes, then mind mapping can help you deal with that. Mind mapping is an amazing tool. Mind mapping helps your brain to structure information in such a way that it can recollect and retrieve it in proper situation in life. Otherwise, what is the use of knowledge and all the information that we are feeding our brain if we cannot recollect it at the correct time in a correct situation? Isn't it? Mind mapping helps you do that. Mind mapping can be used for just anything and everything, whether you are brainstorming an idea for a startup, or you are preparing for an interview, whether you are organizing a party, or you are making a serious blueprint for your upcoming novel, or just anything that you want to do and you want to put it in a particular manner, in a structured way. Mind mapping helps you do that. But if you go back to our educational system, the traditional way of schooling, how do we take notes or how do we remember information? We start writing from the top corner of the page and we write sentences and paragraphs and bullet points and so many things. But do you really think the brain remembers information in terms of sentences or paragraphs or bullet points? No, the brain does not remember in such linear fashion. The brain works non-linearly. It is a researched fact that brain takes most of the information through the eyes. Brain remember images, pictures, their associations. So let me show you this slide. Just see this. So now when you see this, what do you think? The moment you see the word mango, your brain recollects information, tries to associate it with all the information that is already there. And then, okay, mango is yellow in color maybe, or ice cream you associate it with party. So that's how it goes. Brain tends to work in an unstructured, non-linear manner. Brain does not remember information in the form of lists and bullets and all that. And the good news is mind mapping also works in the same manner. So why not use mind mapping for structuring the content, for organizing our content, for brainstorming, for organizing our ideas, for remembering information for longer duration, for improving our memory power? Why not use mind maps? Now you may tell me, hey, but we have already finished our educational life. What's the point of learning this new skill now? Well, for achievers, it's never too late. And lifelong learning is the key to become the best in any field. And besides, I feel saying that mind mapping can be used only for educational purpose is like saying water can be used only for bathing. So, mind mapping, I hope you're convinced that it can be used for a number of things and the outcome is always amazing. Let me tell you a little bit about the inventor. So if you go back to this way of structuring content in the form of images, visuals and keywords, it was there from around 3rd century BC. But it was Tony Buzan who is also known as the inventor of mind map. It was he who popularized this concept and traveled across the world to educate people about the importance of using visual techniques that he had invented during 1960s. And it was during his time that he gave all these beautiful techniques of how to use mind maps, how to use the structure to retain information, and using these techniques anybody and everybody could increase their memory power. So mind map is definitely a must-have tool. Mind map is something that each and every one of us should be using in our daily life if you really want to have amazing results, if you want to enhance our productivity, if you want to gear up the process of work that we do every day. Mind mapping is the tool. So stay tuned for more and more insights on mind mapping. This is Subra Mukherjee signing off. I'll be back soon with brand new videos. Until then, spread joy and keep smiling.